the new voice of mid-mornings on Talk Sport.
Join me, Colin Murray, this morning at 10 a.m.
The hottest debate and the biggest names in the sporting universe. Colin Murray, this morning from 10 on Talk Sport.
The Sports Bar with Andy Goldstein on Talk Sport with the Lloyds Pharmacy online doctor.
77, 78.
Get expert confidential advice about erectile dysfunction
Tiggles
at
from the Z.
asklloyds.co.uk
Taking to Premier League.
for
Top
better
Champions
keeping
League.
happy.
And if you
Who,
look
me?
just to the right, just
Oh,
above
Chris.
the cloud, you'll see the pole star, also known as Polaris.
I wouldn't trust
or
you
the
with
Northern
Swansea.
Star.
Why?
And what about that one over there?
You can't even win the league when Man United.
Often seen in 6 vibrant colours and features
Thanks.
twin stripes, matching wing
Whoa.
mirrors and alloy wheels. And if you were to guess the price, you'd be
I can't
years
believe
away
Ron
because
won
the
the league
price
yet,
is
man.
just $8,995. Meet the star in stripes at your local Volkswagen
I can never.
retailer today.
I get
Or
there. I
follow
get at the
the
top, and
race
I'm like,
officers.co.uk
I sort of jump from first to second all season, and then about 2 months before it's finishing, last 10-15 games, I just drop. I dropped to about 4th or 5th, and I don't know why. I don't change anything. I don't do anything differently.
Players must be 18 or over. See TalkSport.
It just does my head in.
Predictor for full conditions.
As modern men, we're all supposed to be able to talk about stuff, aren't we? Awkward stuff, embarrassing stuff, stuff like impotence or erectile dysfunction. Well, sorry, but a lot of those blokes can't talk about that.
It's not easy talking
FM
about
fan,
erectile dysfunction.
welcome. Tom
Lloyds
Crash,
Pharmacy's online
welcome.
doctor
Don't
is
forget
a
to follow,
discreet
guys.
and easy way to find the help you may need. Complete our free online assessment for confidential expert advice. And avoid the problem. Visit asklloyds.co.uk to
And if you can hear me, don't forget to follow me.
Worth a try now.
Get the inside scoop and go behind the headlines every Sunday night from 6 on the Press Pass on TalkSport. Des Kelly is joined by a panel of leading sports journalists.
I still can't believe I lost against Tranmere yesterday.
Cover the news that's about to break. The Press Pass on TalkSport
Cannot believe
with
it.
Sky Bet. Sunday night from 6. Serious sports debate with the leading price boost bookie.
I didn't just lose, I got fucking flattered.
Online and on TV. At
The other dude is Chippy Luke. He's streaming also. He's doing a Manchester United save and doing shit, obviously.
About erectile dysfunction at asklloyds.co.uk.
No bad.
What do you say?
Said no bad.
You went extremely close to your mic.
I know. I did.
That's why I said what, because not couldn't understand him. And
Oh, what a goal! Watch this goal. Watch this. You ready for this, Walk? Are you watching this? You watching this?
Back to where we hope we would be. There's other things we need to do.
Get that.
I've said we want our performances to improve. You know, want us to win more games, and you know we're beginning to show signs of that.
carry on, dude. I don't stop people from going into our streams. Oh, we switch over to Luke's.
Show. Oh, did you not see it? Walk.
A crucial goal in the Champions League for Jose Mourinho. Celtic 2, Ajax 0. Beram Kayal has put Celtic 2-0 up. Shot comes in, and it's Mesut Ozil with his first goal for the Gunners. Sanya with a deep cross, looking for Giroud, and Giroud scores!
Oh, my new player stop.
Alright, well, hang on then.
Great games coming up right here on TalkSport, and a reminder
I don't,
that
can I,
both of those games,
can I
Borussia Dortmund at home
show
to
replays at
Arsenal
half time
Wednesday
or not?
night kick-off.
Of course
And
you can.
Manchester United later on tonight, of course. Away to
What you
Real
do
Sociedad,
is
quarter
you
to
just
kick-off as well.
scroll
Both
the
of
time
those
back
games
on the
live
bottom.
commentary right here on TalkSport. Right, let's get the views now of our very own European football expert, the wonderful Adam Summerton joins us now. Adam,
Surely.
good evening to you.
Evening, fellas.
How are you, pal? You good?
Yeah, I'm
Sign
good.
in
Yourself?
assists.
Very well, thank you. Interesting games coming up. Of course, we'll start
Offside.
with Manchester United
No,
trip
it's not.
to
Oh,
Real
fuck. Well, no,
Sociedad.
get in
Interesting
Well,
when I
it's
say
offside.
that United,
Surely they're
it seems that
offside.
every time they play in Europe, they've got maybe 2 or 3 or even
Nope.
4
Fade.
injury
I think I
worries.
can show them at the end, can't I?
I see that Tom Cleverley won't be playing in this one. Johnny Evans also not fit. Raphael not fit as well. Is this a problem for Manchester
I want to get to
United, or do
January,
you see this
even
quite an
though
easy
I
game
can sign
anyway?
players all year round.
Well, I mean, all the pressure is certainly on Real Sociedad, who are, of course...
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know whether I can do it in this.
Leverkusen get the better
Just scroll it down the bottom.
Ukraine as well. So in that respect, Real Sociedad really have to come out and play.
You see the ball and you just click to the ball and it goes.
This is it, I think. Coming up here, you can see it.
Prior to match day 3,
Oh,
Real
fuck you.
Sociedad, they've been on a terrible run just before match day 3 when they played United. They beat Valencia, but prior to that,
See
they've
it?
done 8 games without a win after they knocked out Lyon in the playoffs in the Champions League. But just
My stadium, right, hasn't got one seat in the ground. It's 2,000 standing. That's all it is.
Griezmann, their star man, he really is flying at the minute. He scored 5 goals in his last
Kind of good in that, weren't it?
You know, they could cause United problems.
I like the one I did Robin Van Persie, yeah.
Issues that United have.
When they played Real Sociedad a couple of weeks ago,
We
I
are
thought it was quite a weak
together,
performance from Manchester United. Although they went 1-0 and had chances, Real Sociedad, I thought on the counter-attack,
That's a
thought looked
touchdown,
quite
Greg.
bright. In all honesty,
He
if they
scores
are
on his
going to get
debut.
anything out of this game, what have they got to do?
Well, I think they've just got to United, haven't they? I mean, you look at
I'm just going to turn the radio off a
in the
bit.
group. I mean, they're bottom without a point, so they've got no choice. They have to have a go at United, and you know that in a way could suit them because, as you say, when Real Sociedad come out and play with confidence, like they did so many times last season, like they did, of course, when they really shocked Lyon in the playoffs as well. When they do that, they can be really dangerous. You know, and Carlos Vela up front as well is a very good player when he's in the mood. You know, they've got also players like Inigo Martinez as well. He's a good player. Statherovic too, so they're not without talent, they're not without ability. It's just at times this season they haven't showed it as much as they would have liked. But as I say, just putting a run together at the minute, and that makes them that little bit more dangerous.
It will be interesting as well, Adam, to see what sort of side United do put out given those injuries, because of course a big game at the weekend on Sunday. They face Arsenal, and of course United want all the big stars ready for that one.
Today?
So do you expect them to rest players like Januzaj? Do you expect him to feature in this game, for argument's sake?
Well, I think I wouldn't be surprised to see Januzaj get a rest. I think he's been very careful with Januzaj, and I understand why. Obviously, a very young player, and I think he's just mindful of not using him too much. But you know, United have to have in mind that they are only a point clear at the top, and Shakhtar for me is still dangerous in third as well. And United's next game in this group, very tough. They go to Leverkusen on match day 5, and Leverkusen have been doing very well. I mean, they're hanging on to the coattails, aren't they, of Bayern and Dortmund, which is no mean feat in the Bundesliga. So that will be in the back of David Moyes' mind, and I think he'll want to, you know, try and get close to the finish line in this game in Spain.
The blue side of Manchester will pretty much guarantee their route in to the knockout stage if they do get the result as we expect against CSKA Moscow. But after the race round with Yaya Toure, what kind of a crowd are we expecting?
I'm the second now.
You're second, you know.
Yeah, it was top 10 games. Oh, they play 15 games, right? So still a long time to go.
UEFA will be forced to close part of their stadium for their next home UEFA Champions League tie, and I think, you know, that both clubs will hope to now put that behind them. Obviously, you know, a very serious incident, and they, you know, they have been punished, and quite rightly so. I know some people would like to have seen a more severe punishment, but I mean, in terms of on the pitch, you know, it's amazing, isn't it?
I don't think he should get the sack, not yet, to be truthful with you. I know it's you can't really start going, just turning it, you know, upside down again. He's got to sort of find his feet still, you know. Look at Fergie when he took over. He were, you know, he'd not won out for 4 years. He didn't win his first title till '92, so that's 6 years. So you can't go. I know it's a different sort of kettle of fish now with the Premier League, and it's different. You know, it's all money driven and stuff like that. But you know, you can hardly dispute the fact that.
Come on, get your words out.
I'm trying to shut up, you. You can hardly dispute the fact that managers that are there for a long time seem to have good success, a lot of success. So I'm sure he'll find his feet, find the best team for his way of playing. So I mean, if he's well, you could have gone with Mourinho, couldn't you? But he flits about, doesn't he?
He's a blue.
So Yeah, but who's to say when something doesn't go his way with the board or with what's her name, with Abramovich, that he's not going to chuck his dummy out and
again.
Yeah, exactly. So a bit of stability.
I think if Mourinho does get sacked, I think he will go straight to United.
Well, it all depends on how Moyes is doing, doesn't it? I mean, I'd give Moyes.
I'd give him 3 years. I would.
I'd give him a couple of years, yeah, and see how it goes.
Same amount of time as Ferguson, and if he doesn't change, then goodbye. Until his contract runs out.
Well, he's 6 years his contract, so you can't wait that long. Yeah, Fergie probably would have got Ronaldo back, but as much as I'd love to have him back there, you know, do you really need? Do we? You know, the amount of money it would have cost us to get him back for his weekly wage, and then Rooney would have been demanding more if Ronaldo's on more than him. So it just causes a lot. It'll just cause a lot of problems, won't it?
Dortmund are a machine, aren't they? Won 6-1 against Stuttgart at the weekend. A Lewandowski hat-trick, his 4th hat-trick for the club. They've got that irresistible forward line, haven't they? And they're just a point behind Bayern in the Bundesliga too. And of course, Klopp's back on the touchline after his 2-match ban, and he's got a 2-year contract extension in his back pocket as well. So it's the sort of fixture, lads. I always think that it's what the Champions League was.
How do you let the opposing team take the ball off you in the centre circle straight from the kick-off?
It's impossible.
Yeah, Neymar would never have come to United, would he? Not for the chance of playing with the likes of Messi.
He went to Barcelona for trophies.
Yeah, exactly. As well.
Who do you think owns Barcelona then?
It's the fans, isn't it, that own Barcelona?
Yeah. I don't know where they get the money to pay Messi's wages. I will never know.
By the way, let me mention that game as we were talking about Borussia Dortmund against Arsenal. Live commentary on Wednesday night on TalkSport kicked off.
Well, they do. They have started. What's the name in now? They will have. I know some sort of. Oh, what's the word? The sponsors and things like that. They'll, some of probably sponsors will have something to do with it. I know that you didn't used to have anything on the shirts, did they? They were never.
Yeah, when they were shit.
The problem for Schalke at the minute is that they're missing quite a few key players. Huntelaar's out. Herger, who sits in front of the back four and does a great job protecting the back four, he's out. Farfan's out. Papadopoulos has just returned from training after a long time out.
Is that Walker Cardiff fan?
Yeah. I told you last night that he were.
Oh, yeah.
I think two of my no, I think it was Carrick. Was it Carrick? You scored? I can't remember. Overview. Who scored? Yeah, Carrick.
I think he's shit, I didn't.
He scored a goal for me.
First same goal in a while, probably.
I just think it's when they get to that really top level so far this season is where they've struggled, and I wouldn't be surprised if the same were to happen again against Chelsea. And Mourinho's going to demand a response, isn't he, from that defeat again? Although interesting to see,
Rooney's bloody injured now. I'll take him off.
After Saturday's performance, I'm not surprised about that at all.
For any of you new guys that have joined the stream, welcome. Say hello, Kieran. There you go, that's Kieran for you. That's his hello.
No, I didn't mean that. Hello. It was just a wrong timing, that was. That was just a wrong time to introduce me, and then I just burped. I do apologise for that. That was a bit...
Have you followed me anywhere, Walk, on here?
You can check.
I'm assuming he has, because he's been in, so I'm assuming he might have just got the Raphael. How have you missed that? I knew they were going to score. I knew it. Balls. Where have I dropped down to now? Third. Newcastle are top.
Yeah, match day. I like match days. I'm a favourite.